It's not easy being a pilot, as we're about to find out. Here are 5 heart-stopping moments that almost turned into aviation disasters. Number 5. Crash course. At a small regional airport in Texas, this pilot is practicing a solo flight, but he's so focused on maintaining his balance, he doesn't see what's coming. The SUV failed to stop at a stop sign painted on the tarmac and was passing directly under the plane engine, which is a blind spot for the pilot. The person filming quickly runs up to help. This is the raw audio from directly after the crash.
First aid shit at all?
Yes, I do. Anybody hurt?
Yes, he's hurt.
Okay, I got first aid. Hop out.
It fell.
You didn't see the
Whatever that
airplane?
is, it fell. Whatever that is, it hit our car.
That was the landing gear. You got hit by an airplane.
I know that.
Why did you pull out in front of an airplane? What I want to know.
We didn't pull out in front of an airplane.
Despite the damage to both the SUV and the plane, nobody was seriously injured. Number 4. Extreme flight. Skydiving is called an extreme sport for a reason. It requires perfect coordination between skydivers and pilots to perform a successful jump. When they aren't perfectly in sync, after diving with his guest, the instructor notices the plane also diving close by. The pilot gets too close and their parachute is almost caught by the plane's wing. Nobody was hurt, and the heart-stopping moment earned them 13 million views on YouTube. Number 3. Flying overhead. Captain Craig Henry thought it was his turn for landing, and he didn't notice that another plane was flying just above him. This small miscommunication between the two could have resulted in a disaster. Number 2. Miracle on the Hudson. On January 15, 2009, a U.S. Airways flight took off from New York, headed to Washington. No one on board could have known they were about to be part of an accident so famous that it was made into a movie. Only 2 minutes after the plane took off, a couple of birds got sucked into both engines, causing a double failure. Losing altitude and with nowhere to land, Captain Sully dared to try the impossible and take the plane down on the Hudson River. It worked. Out of the 150 passengers on that flight, there were 5 injuries and no fatalities. Number 1. Quick reflexes. Our last stop is Spain, where this Boeing 767 is about to land at the Barcelona airport, but just 200 feet above the ground. The runway was supposed to be clear for flight number UT5187 to land, but the Airbus here ignored the instructions and taxied into the runway. Thankfully, the pilot was quick enough to read the situation and avert disaster. In the end, nobody was hurt.